Sure, everybody. My name's Harry James. Well, if our beloved Oklahoma Sooner women wanted to make the Big 12 championship, they probably had to do a clean sweep this week. Not just one game, not just 2 games, 3 games. They got the first game and the third game. They beat Texas Tech in Norman. Sooners sweep the Raiders 88-79 in Norman. They lost the middle game to Texas Tech as the Frogs avoid the sweep in Norman. 83-79 Frogs. Sooners got back on track though, as the Sooners get back on track with a win over the Wildcats of Kansas State, 90-81. We'll review what happened in women's basketball next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. We'll start in Norman, where all 3 games were played. We'll clear the slate and go back a couple of days to Texas Tech, as the Sooners sweep the Raiders in Norman, 88-79 the final. Texas Tech in the first half shot 55.6% shooting from inside the arc and were deadly, 50% from outside the arc, while Oklahoma started the game in the first half with 40.5% shooting from inside the arc, 33.3% shooting from outside the arc. Oklahoma's defense really ranked it up there in the second half against the Red Raiders, pushing the Red Raider offense to just 46.7% shooting from inside the arc, but from outside the arc, down to 22.2% shooting. So that's what they did defensively. And also Oklahoma picked it up offensively, shooting 64.3% shooting from inside the arc, and 80.0% from behind the arc. Final stats in the first game: Texas Tech 51.5% shooting from inside the arc, 38.1% shooting from the 3 line. Oklahoma 50.8% shooting from for the game, 50.0% from the 3 line. The stat stuffers for this one for the Red Raiders in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, 25 points, 6 assists, 8 rebounds. The 25 points went to number 25, matched her jersey number 25 for Maddie Williams. Nevaeh Tot had 6 assists and 8 rebounds. She wears numero uno for the Sooners. The Sooners then played TCU in a pretty good ball game, back and forth, but in the end, the Frogs avoid a sweep in 2021 to the women's basketball Sooners. 83-79 the final in Norman. Oklahoma and TCU, should say in the first half for TCU, 48.5% shooting from inside the arc, 37.5% from the outside. Oklahoma, 46.2% shooting from the inside, 50.0% from the 3 line. Second half for TCU, 48.3% shooting from inside the arc, 12.5% from the 3-point bucket. Oklahoma 55.6% shooting from inside the arc, 22.2% from the 3. Final stats: TCU 48.4% shooting from inside the arc, 27.3% from the 3 line. Oklahoma 50.9% from shooting from inside the arc, 38.1% from the 3 line for the Sooners. Stat stuffers: 27 points for number 12, Gabby Gregory. 4 assists for number 1, Nevaeh Tot, and 32, Tatum Weidenheimer, and 8 rebounds for number 8. The stat stuffers for the TCU game: 27 points for number 12, Gabby Gregory. Also 4 assists. The 4 dimes went to number 1, Nevaeh Tot, and 32, Tatum Weidenheimer, and 8 rebounds to, you guessed it, number 25, Maddie Williams. Sooners then have their senior night for the seniors that are going to leave. And you know what? The Sooners get back on the winning track against the Kansas State Wildcats. 90 to 81 the final in Norman. The Wildcats in the first half, 48.5% shooting from inside the arc, 31.3% from outside the arc. Beloved Sooners, 50.0% from inside the arc, but just 25.0% from the three line. Second half, Kansas State, 51.4% shooting from inside the arc, and then they were held to just 25% shooting from the three line. Oklahoma, from inside the arc, 70.0% from the three-point line, and 50% from outside the arc. Final stats, Kansas State, 50.0% from inside the arc, 28.1% from the three. Our beloved Sooners, 59.7% shooting from inside the arc, 35.0% from the three. Stat stuffers in this one, 24, 5, and 9. 24 points for number 12, Gabby Gregory. 5 assists for number 1, Nevaeh Tot. And 9 rebounds for 32, Tatum Weitenheimer. All right, guys. That will do it for the women's side, but we're not done yet. We're almost done. Let's break this down first. It's football time in Oklahoma. Well, not really, but this will get you ready for it. It's the Inside OU Football Podcast. Really, 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 really good stuff from Brady Trantham and Keegan Renault. This part of it is free. There's also this part of it. It's a Patreon. There's a podcast for the Patreon. Or during the season, there's a post-game show. Both part of the Patreon family. That's for $4. $5, and they will add you also to a film review from the aforementioned Keegan Renault. It's good stuff, guys. I enjoy watching Keegan's stuff. It's good stuff. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You can catch this on all my other videos. YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also on the Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Or on Twitter, @HypeManHarry. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Boomer Sooner, everybody. Peace.